Uh, we're anchored. I don't know what the name of this island is. It's one of the dog islands above Great Dog. And we're doing another log. This was, what day was that when we went to the baths? Thursday.
Wednesday.
Tuesday?
Wednesday.
No, it wasn't. Wednesday's when we came up, was it?
We went to the baths that morning from Spanish Town, and then we went all the way around to
Okay.
Bitter End.
All right, so you're right. So Wednesday we woke up and the weather was horrible. It was overcast. It looked like it was going to rain. We didn't want to go do the baths. We're on the fence on how we needed to do the baths. It looked like you could go take a taxi and make that happen, or we could go by boat, which is what we should have done. And it was only a 15-minute ride, but we had to pull up the hook to go do it. And then if everything didn't go well and we couldn't be down there and they had the red flag up, we couldn't moor, and we'd had to come right back up and try to put the anchor out again. So we were lost on what to do. And we decided after a whole lot of deliberation that we would just go by water, which turned out to be pretty good. We got down there, the yellow flag was up. We found a mooring. We didn't know exactly where we were supposed to be, so we parked away from where we actually went in, parked the boat, and then had the dinghy up quite a ways. It is really breezy out here, blustery, very blustery. You gonna get in on this at all? You're just gonna sit over there.
Well, I was just listening.
So anyway, we I'm so over that. I am so tired of that gusty crap. This is just like Old Hickory. Nothing. It's been they everywhere we go. They tell us this is not normal. This has been a really, really hard week.
Rough weather week.
The fact that we've been sailing at all blows most people's minds, I think. It's like, and we haven't been doing a lot of it. So we motored down to the baths, and that was fantastic. It didn't rain on us. We walked a little trail, which is what I think blew my mind more than anything. The baths, you think of them as being those great big boulders, but the truth is it's a whole nature walk all the way around through all the foliage and everything, and it is gorgeous. It's really magical.
Butterflies everywhere and colorful flowers and cactuses,
which I didn't expect. Cactus.
Very beautiful place.
Yeah, it was really cool. So, I had a good time. We had a good time doing all that. And really had a great time, honestly. Stopped up there at the top of the Bass restaurant, had dinner, had lunch. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't nothing to write home. It wasn't like Cooper Island, but
that by far has been the best restaurant we've eaten at.
Absolutely.
That was so good.
They were so good. Anyway, but it was a decent meal. So we got filled up, did our lunch thing, and then came back out to the boat and motored all the way up the coast as closely as we could to try to stay in the lee of the island.
Stay out of the swell as much as we could.
The swell and the wind, because it was so bad on Wednesday. That was the worst day outside of us getting caught in that storm. But it was the worst day. So we motored the whole way. We got up around the point where we were exposed to all that wind and just beat the living hell out of us. But we only had a couple miles to go to get into the inlet, and so we just pounded through. We hit waves that were as high as 12 feet. It was insane. But we made it. We made it, and when we came in, at the club, we went right to the Bitter End Yacht Club. We ended up checked in, and we went right to the ramp. Right to the dock, and he put us on a slip, and that's where we stayed that night and last night. We pretty much hung out there. So made it there safe and sound before nightfall. Went up, had dinner.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good dinner. Chatted with some people and had some good conversation. Had way too much to drink, and ended up coming back down to some people's boats that we were right next door to, and hung out with them until about 12:30, drinking and carrying on and had a good time, and then
Yeah, they had gone to the bitter end the very first day, and their 12-year-old and 14-year-old, it was their first experience. And
no, that was different people.
no, it wasn't. It was
That wasn't the ones we
Vanessa.
were on the. That wasn't the ones we were on the boat with.
No, but we ran into our slipmates from Hodges Creek.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about, and they had just stayed at
You
the
gotta
bitter
say
end
that.
all day.
You gotta say that we don't know.
Yeah, where
Cool.
their kids had gotten so seasick, they just were like, we can't do this
Yeah.
swell and this chop. With this going to ruin them. They're never going to want to come back. They're going to
Right.
be terrified. So
They were there
We're
for
just
2
gonna hang out
days too.
here.
They stayed up there on a mooring ball, and we stayed in the slip. But I don't know that it was that much difference really. There was some roll coming in from the seas, and it was still rough. It was, you're tied to a dock, so it was as stable as it could be, but it was still kind of rough. So at any rate, are you okay?
yeah, I was just looking at this cat coming in to grab this other mooring ball.
At any rate, we went with those people and hung out with them, and then we hung out with these other people that were on a big 51-foot catamaran next to us, and talked to them. Our drug dealer friend, Katie, I think is her name. I don't know.
Yeah, well, she apparently came from a family that started the whole sport of water skiing and the brand of Mahre.
Yeah,
Mahre, I think is how you say it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they were colorful people
they were colorful people.
from California and Oregon.
So we hung out with them and talked with them and did all that. And had a blast, went to sleep, and then tomorrow's log is next.